And we are live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smoke, joined by my co-host Bobby and Tony. And you guys
We're
are
here,
listening
baby.
to the Smoking Greens podcast. Got a lot of things to get into, but I would feel like an absolute clown if I didn't ask Bobby, how was Oak Hill this weekend, my guy?
Oh, bro. I can't say enough good things about it. There was times out there where I was just like speechless, taking it all in. But I'll start to go through it and just talk about how great it was, because I could do a 2-hour solo show talking about Oak Hill. But let us start off with who designed Oak Hill. Oak Hill designed by Donald Ross. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with Donald Ross, the people out there, but he's designed some famous courses such as Augusta National, Pinehurst Number 2, East Lake, Memphis, Oakland Hills. So this is the most famous golf designer in the world. He designed Oak Hill Country Club, the club I got to play at, the club that's hosting the PGA Championship in 2023. And this place was as pure as they come, bro. You pull in, I felt like a superstar. I mean, you pull in, open your trunk, someone takes the clubs out of the back of your trunk and says, "Hello, sir. Who are you here to play with and at what time?" "Oh, okay. Your clubs will be right over here. Let me escort you to the locker room." Get escorted into this 2-story locker room. You see people like Rory McIlroy's name on the wall with a locker in the place. He's a member. He's there all the time. I'm not a country music guy, but there was what was the guy's name? I said it to you already. I don't even fucking know it. Morgan Wallen. Is that a country music star?
Yeah, it is.
Morgan Wallen was out. He was out on the course playing it when I got there. He had a concert in Rochester later that night, so that made sense. I ran into a Buffalo Sabres player right at the beginning. I didn't fucking catch his name, but the guy who was walking me around was like, "That dude plays for the Sabres." And I was just like, okay. I automatically felt a little out of place, but I felt like I was for once like the coolest fucking guy in the world. And then we just get out there to start warming up, start practicing. Oh, hold on. First of all, let me take it back to the clubhouse, because we didn't even leave the clubhouse yet. Got our own locker, names on the locker. We got to walk through. We got to see the Ryder Cup, the U.S. Open trophy, the PGA trophy. They had a fucking bowling alley inside the club. I could have spent $2 billion at the pro shop. I'm wearing some of the gear now. I had to rep it for the show. But then we get ready to actually play the golf. And we go out there and we meet our caddies, dude. I had a caddy carrying my bag around for 18 holes. They come to the range with us because they want to kind of see what they're working with. Take a couple shots on the range. But I was like, honestly, the more important thing is putting. So let me figure out these greens. And I go walk over to the putting green, and the guy goes, "No, that's the wrong putting green. Use this one." And I was just like, "What do you mean the wrong putting green? It's a putting green. Can't I just go and hit putts on it?" And he goes, "No, you don't understand. That one's for the West course. It runs different speeds than the East course. So you got to go to the East course putting green." And I was just like,
"That's
word, dude. Whatever you say." We get out there and start playing. I mean, everything from top to bottom was amazing. The bunkering, all around, the bunkering was the most spectacular looking thing. The rough was just like sticky. It wasn't that long. It was just sticky and thick. You'd hit your ball into the rough, and on like a normal golf course, you're still getting a little rollout. Like you still can make it work. This is taking one bounce, stopping on a dime, and it's just sitting in there. I mean, 13 is the signature hole. It's the most beautiful golf hole I've ever played. 14, when the pros come to play, is going to be unreal. It's like a 300-yard par 4 risk reward. I shot 90. I had a great time, and honestly, boys, it was the time of a lifetime. 3 pars.
A 90 at Oak Hill is phenomenal. Like, that's unbelievable. I'll bet you right now that there's someone with an exemption in the PGA Championship next year that shoots worse than you. Like, I'll make that bet right now.
You think somebody's going to shoot a 90?
I hope no one's shooting a 90. No one's shooting a 90. Maybe like an 80, 82, because that place, I think it's going to be tough, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, but like if they shoot an 81, 82, and you have like your handicap, you basically like tie them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, dude.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And the thing is the cat. It was sick having the caddy because they'd been there for so long, and I could just like ask them questions and shit. And like they were telling me like this hole number 4, it's all redesigned this year for the PGA, and they're going to shave this part down so that when long shots get hit, they just roll into the water. And they were telling me about all like the chaos that they basically have planned. It was crazy. But the caddy, man, crazy. So the biggest impact, obviously, was for me at least, was putting, because I'm not the best reader of greens. So there was this one putt. I just remember getting up there and being like, okay, downhill. I think I got it going a little left. I brought the caddy over. I was like, downhill, a little left. He goes, "No, dude, that putt's going right." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, right. Put it to here." I putted to there and made it, and I was just like, "That's my fucking caddy! That's my fucking caddy!"
Are the
caddy.
caddies dialed? Are they dialed? Like they know every inch of that golf course?
So we had one caddy who'd worked there for 5 years. He was way better on the ins and outs of the golf course. I'll like hit it here, don't do this, do that. And then we had another kid who had just started a couple weeks ago, but he was a college golfer and he was a +1 handicap. So he was like disgusting as fuck at golf. So I was just like talking golf with that guy and shots and shit. And then with the other guy, I would be talking like, "Hey man, where do you not hit it?" And I remember there was this one hole, dude. It was hole number 9, because I made a double bogey and I was fucking pissed. The caddy goes, "Don't hit it to the right over there. That's what we call the circle of death." And I was like, "Bro, the circle of death? Like that makes me want to hit it over there. That makes me want to hit it to the circle of death to then go beat the circle of death." Sure enough, what do? I hit it right into the fucking circle of death. And I'm laughing on the tee box. Oh, haha, circle of death. It's not going to be anything bad. I get there and it's just a drop off. And you have to hit it over like a cliff, and you're like 160 out, but all you could use is like a 60 wedge just to get it over the cliff. It was truly the circle of death, and that's why those people get paid to caddy at Oak Hill, because they know what the fuck they're talking about. And I made a double bogey on it, and I was pissed about it. And my goal was to break 90, and that's the one hole I look back and say, that's the hole that I lost strokes on. And I had it, and I think I double bogeyed. Yeah, I double bogeyed 18 as well. Like just a total choke factor. They had their summer party going on, so it was right behind 18 green. So like I had a flop shot I was gonna try and hit, and I was just nervous. There were so many people. I chunked it into the bunker and got up and down from there. But it was good, boys. It was honestly an experience.
Wait, you attempted the flop? You attempted the flop and chunked
in front of the party.
The flop might be my most deadly shot I have in my bag. Like if you put a 60-degree wedge in my hand, I might as well be Phil Mickelson out there. I'm not even kidding you. My short game lately has been just dialed in as fuck. And I the funny thing is I looked at the caddy when I had the shot, looked him dead in the eyes and said, "I've been waiting to hit this shot all day. This is my favorite shot."
Shut up. And then you chunked it?
Swear to God,
you were really feeling like Tiger fucking Woods. Like you came out of the clubhouse, you went into the locker room, you got to 18. All you had to do was fucking bogey the hole to break 90, and you wanted to go full Tiger Woods, flop it, and you fucking whipped it in the sand.
Well, dude, there wasn't, to my defense, the only like shot that I could have made there that would have been like a good shot that had me like a decent putt was a flop, because I was short-sided behind a bunker in the not much green to work with on the pin. So it's like, I got to get it over this bunker and I got to stop it quick. I was going to take it up fucking top like I normally do, give it a little ched, soof, up, down. It would have been beautiful. But instead, I got no clutch gene and I chunked it into the bunker.
Smoke, are you going to let Bobby try to flop one over your head like Phil Mickelson did?
Never.
I mean, I don't know who he flipped it over.
I see those videos all the time.
Much? Yeah. Would you ever let anybody do that?
Anyone do that?
I ask my friends to do it every time. I ask my friends to do it every time. I swear, I sit on the chipping green.
You want to stand in front of them.
No, I want them to stand in front of me because I can do it.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
I can do it,
would you stand in front of them?
No, because I sit on the practice green and I go, "Watch this. Do it once. Do it twice." And I say, "Now stand here and I'll do it again." And no one has the balls to do it. No one trusts me. My 60 wedge is fucking ridiculous, bro. It's the best club I've ever owned.
I don't believe you. I got to see it. I got to see a video of you hitting a flop shot.
Yeah. I'll show you one.
There's no way that I could stand 3 feet in front of you and you're just flopping it over my head like no problem.
I would say 3 feet would be a little far. I'd rather have you at like 2 feet because I'm getting that thing up.
A little closer.
I'm getting that thing up.
Okay, so he's talking about how he has a clutch gene, right?
Put the comment up. Put the comment up.
All right, he's not.
That's
lying.
My boy Colby.
But has Colby ever stand in front of you?
I'm playing a match with Colby on Friday. Colby's going to stand in front of me. I'm going to put it on video, and I'm going to flop one over his head. Good. Problem with Colby is he's like 6'2".
It's on you.
He's like 6'2", but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm putting one over his head on Friday.
Okay, so if we don't see the video on Friday, you and Colby are both liars.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. I want to see the fucking flop. Anyway, speaking of flops, fucking Sahith Theegala is an absolute flop, absolute crumb. Fucking guys, me and Bobby, man, we can't catch a fucking break. Last week it's Will Zalatoris outright. Fucking could tie it on 17, misses it. Could tie it on 18, misses it. Then this week, Sahith on 17. Giving us the fist bump. Up 1 going into 18. Bobby's got him plus 1,400. I got him plus 700 live. And mind you, I'm in the fucking hole, man. If this guy hits, because I already bet the Avalanche, they won like later that night. If fucking Sahith wins, I have the greatest comeback of all time. Instead, my guy, our guy, goes up 1 stroke going into 18 and absolutely shits his pants. I mean, I'm sitting here, me and Bobby are texting each other all day, good vibes, sending each other a specific emoji that only me and Bobby know, and it is just fucking dialed. It's working. And this guy gets up to 18. Hold on. What is this? By the way, Cash is
He put in the chat. He put in Xander top 20 in the chat last week.
I thought he said outright. Anyway, so we get to 18. Sahith is up a stroke. Mm-hmm. At worst, I'm thinking, all right, we'll go to a playoff. And this is like Bobby's biggest pet peeve in golf. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about that later. Is when these people have a lead on 18 and they start ripping driver. Stop it. Especially when you're Sahith Theegala. You've never won. You never fucking won. You go up there, you go driver, and you fucking crush one, and you hit it in the worst spot possible. Patrick Cant Lay goes after him, hits it in the bunker, but gives himself a shot. I mean, this guy basically fucking plugs it underneath the lip. And then his fucking caddy, he's like, well, you know, like if you go for it, you could possibly go up 2, or you could punch out, try to get up and down, and keep your 1-stroke lead. But it's up to you, bro. When you're at caddy, you need to step in there, reach down, grab your caddy balls, tell him to punch out, get up and down, and protect your lead. Because Xander goes off, birdies the hole, and you don't even finish with a solo second. You double bogey 18 where you didn't bogey the entire round. That is a choke job. It's not like you were Patrick Cant Lay and shot plus 18. You didn't have a single bogey on your entire card until 18, and you fucking doubled it. Absolute choke job.
Can I just mention that, like, the week before, though, Matthew Fitzpatrick took less than driver off the tee on 18 with the 1-stroke lead and still hit it in the bunker. But I mean, either way,
that's the thing that me and Bobby were saying. It's just like, no matter what happens on 18, we get fucked. Our guy goes into the bunker. Our guy goes into the bunker on 18. You guys have been worst lie possible. Matthew Fitzpatrick goes into the bunker, has like the one fucking seam that you wouldn't even get in real life. It's like 2K, and you're like, oh shit, like this is a glitch. Like I'm not supposed to have this look at the fucking pin. Like we just get absolutely fucking cooked on 18.
I mean, you already said it, bro. Him pulling driver there is insane. He doesn't even have a 3-wood in his bag because he doesn't hit drivers in 3-woods well. Duh, dude. You drove it in the fucking bunker on 18. Hit that little 2-iron driving iron that you have in your bag that he was literally hitting that thing 280 yards.
He was club twirling it all day.
Twirling the absolute balls off of that club, bro.
Yeah, he was.
And then he puts it in the bunker, and him deciding to take that shot is one of the more ridiculous things I've ever seen in my entire life. I was sitting there with my hands over my face saying, chunk it out, chunk it out, chunk it out. All you had to do was hit a chunk shot, get it out of there, and get up and down. The worst possible scenario, if he does that, is bogey. And we all know Xander Schauffele can't win golf tournaments. He won it this week because our guy decided to make a double on 18. If you put some pressure on Xander and told him he had to make a par on the hole to win it, you're getting a completely different result. And I know revisionist history. I know hindsight's 20/20, all those cliche bullshit sayings, but it's true, bro. Xander can't win with pressure. He never has been able to win with pressure. So when you do him the biggest favor in the world and you double bogey 18, it's just like, oh, now it's just a cupcake. Of course he's going to go make birdie now. No pressure on him, free swinging as he could be. It left me speechless. It came to the point where me and Smoke had to have a FaceTime heart-to-heart afterwards because we were both on the cliff ready to jump off because of what we had just witnessed in back-to-back weeks. I mean, you can't. That can't happen to one person.
You can't make it up. You can't fucking make it up.
No, you guys have been getting absolutely fucked. And I mean, I've been watching firsthand, and one of these days it's going to come through for you guys, and you're going to be on top of the world. So just hang in there.
It's like me and Bobby already have 8 outrights. Me and Bobby have already hit 8 outrights this year.
Yeah,
and
you guys have been on
just
fire.
To have look, like Zalatoris losing, like tip my cap. Like U.S. Open, Fitzpatrick was due for a win. So was Zalatoris. But
that one makes me
back-to-back weeks.
Yeah,
back-to-back weeks to have the fucking second place runner up is just fucking disgusting. And just the way it happens on 18, it's saying, like, dude. Bro, it's fucking retarded because like 9 times out of 10. Yeah. Go ahead, Tony. Well, 9 times out of 10, Fitzpatrick should double bogey that, and he doesn't. And then 9 times out of 10, Theegala should fucking stripe the 2-iron that he was striping all fucking day and par the hole. Everyone was parring or birdieing 18.
18's like 350 yards, dude. It's like 350 yards. Why are you taking a driver when you're going to have a little flip wedge in, dude? Hit the fucking iron and get on with it, you fucking crumb. You absolute crumb. He did the same shit at Waste Management earlier this year. Thank God he did because me and Smoke cashed a fucking ticket. But, dude, be a little less of a crumb. Have a sense for the moment one fucking time. Whoever's on his bag should be fired. It's ridiculous. And I wouldn't be so mad if we didn't pick a guy like, say, Theegala was tied for the lead going into Sunday. He was plus 200. He was 3 strokes back to start the day, plus 1,200, marched all the way back. Like, you did all the hard work. The heavy lifting is done. All you need to do is hand deliver this par on 18, which is the easiest hole on the course, and you double it. And you double it.
And what Bobby was saying too, like, it was like one of the more ridiculous things, like watching him try to hit that shot out of the bunker. Like, you knew that it wasn't going to go well, and yet he was deciding to do it anyway. And he looked like one of us in a bunker just trying to get it out.
I think he missed the ball. I don't even think he made contact.
He swung so fucking hard. I think his club just went right underneath.
I think it did because, like, I watched it in slow motion. And it's not even like the ball came back with velocity. Like, the ball didn't even come back with like any zip. Like, I'm 90% convinced that his club just fucking went under it, which is pathetic.
At that point, he should have went for it the second time too, because he was already dead in the fucking water. Like, when you have the lead in the golf tournament, your number one goal should be make par and get out of here. But when you put yourself in that position where you already fucked it up once and like you put yourself in a terrible position, you might as well just go for it the second time. I would have felt better about it if he just went for it the second time too, because he put the ball to what, like 7 feet? Yeah, he missed the putt. I get it, but like, give yourself a chance. And he gave himself 0, and for that reason, I can't respect him. And his caddy should be fired. And I'm just sick of golf. Brings me joy, happiness, love. I love the game of golf, but for back-to-back weeks, for me to be sitting on my couch on a Sunday with just the worst taste in my mouth is unacceptable.
You got some nice.
And it sucks because you're sitting there sweating all the way till Sunday, and you're like, yes, like, I'm about to cash this outright. And you sweated the whole tournament. You sweated every shot of the whole fucking round, and you get to 18, and you get fucking bent over. But speaking of people absolutely folding, Patrick Cant Lay. I mean, that had to be the most pathetic performance I've ever seen in my life. You go into the tournament one back, and he started minus 16 and he finished minus 10. On the easiest golf course of all time. I mean, that was a fucking joke. The Honda Classic is way harder to win than the fucking Travelers. Like, that was a joke. I hate that Birdie Fest bullshit, which is why flip-flop guys like Xander Schauffele could go out there and win with no pressure. But my God, you shoot a +6 on the easiest course ever when you're a stroke back. I mean, Xander and Cant Lay being paired as the final two is an actual fucking, like, a joke written in Family Guy or something. The two guys that can close out are paired up together, and the only other win that they have on the whole tournament is with each other. That's it.
They're best friends.
That's their only win that they have together.
Partners.
They're best friends, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I know why. They got so much in common.
Remember, we waited for like 30 minutes to see them come up and play. We were waiting. I think it was like 12 or 13 on the back nine during the afternoon. We saw JT and Spieth like basically pick up their ball out of the bunker because they got fucked in a bad spot, and they just had to go for it. And then Xander and Cant Lay were next, like, coming up, and their match, they must have taken like, dude, it was like a half hour before they even showed up. And it was just like, because they play like so fucking slow, but they are best friends. And so you'd think he'd be a bit more comfortable in that situation, but he played like shit.
Cant Lay was probably giving him tips on how to win after the fucking +5 through 9. Like, bro, I had him finish top 20. I'm sweating my dick off.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, he almost didn't cash top 20.
Yeah, dude.
And
I was gonna
he was
say
one
like
stroke back of the lead.
Like when you
That's
play with
crazy.
people you know and are comfortable with, that should make your golf game so much easier. Like when you go out to the course with your boys, like you're feeling great. There's no pressure. You're not embarrassed. You're not worried. But when you go out to hole number 1 and you get paired up with some random guys, it's like, oh shit, dude, I hope this guy doesn't judge me. I hope this doesn't happen. He's playing with his best friend, and then Smoke is sweating a top 20. He went one off the lead. Like that's the craziest thing I've seen in a while. That's one of the worst golf rounds, like for the moment, I've seen in such a long time. There's choke jobs, and like people won't even consider it to be a choke job because of how bad it was. But like that's just how bad it was. He was one shot off the lead, like Patrick Cant Lay. What are we doing here, dude? Unbelievable.
Typical Sunday. Like I will fade him every single Sunday until I have nothing left in me. Like I don't care. Absolute fucking choke job. But you were talking about how playing with your boys makes your game better and when you're comfortable with the right people. So if you could play with any 3 golfers, so you're obviously in a foursome, and you could play with any 3, who would they be? I'll start with Tony.
And we're going any people I want at all.
Anyone in the world.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with Mike Trout just because he seems like a fucking cool-ass dude. You seen the video of him at Topgolf lasering the balls, all the way to the back of the net. So I'd have to include him.
That was a wild answer.
Mike. That's been on my mind. I've actually been thinking about that one. Mike Trout, and then I don't want to say the obvious answer, but Tiger Woods. No, you have to.
I think everyone's going to say
just
Tiger.
To be able to play around and see him strike the ball and things like that. Like you have to put him in there. I feel like if you're any type of golfer, and then I've been going back and forth on this third one, but I think I'd have to lean like LeBron because he's my guy. So I'd probably have to go with those 3. Crew. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with those 3.
I fuck with that team.
All right, so mine were all golfers, but I already know who I'm going to do if it wasn't golfers.
Sure.
Well, if I did the mix and match like Tony, because my list was originally just golfers. Tiger, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan. That would be my 3, like my goat shit, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, but if it's just golfers, now hear me out. This is perfect. I got Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, John Daly. So me and John will just be getting fucked up, smoking darts, getting hammered while we're watching Jack and Tiger just go back and forth, trading blows. And me and fucking John, we're just up there ripping stoves, throwing shots back, calling the car girl over here, and we're just watching this fucking masterclass. So that would be my 3 if it was just golfers.
I love that. So I've thought about this question before, so I already had my answer coming into it. And mine's a little different. Maybe it's a little corny, but this is what I would do if I could have it any way in the world. It would be me 1 and my dad 2. It'd be me and my old man, and we'd be taking on Tiger Woods and
anyone in the world.
See, this funny that he said that because I was thinking that I was going to include my brother, but I was like, I'm going to get this answer that's like anybody in the world. But like it would also be cool to have that person there to experience, even with 2 other, goat people.
You guys are nice.
Yeah. Anyone in the world, I'm taking it's a me and my dad versus Tiger and Charlie. We're playing a match. We're gonna need to get some strokes because they obviously kick our ass. But how cool would that be? Why would you
do? You have no life at winning that.
Like
why do you want? Like why? Out of everyone in the world, do you want to hang out with Charlie Woods? The kid's fucking Tiger 11. He can't even drink with you.
No. I don't need him to drink. I wouldn't even drink a beer. I wouldn't sip a drop of alcohol. I'd be out there with Tiger Woods. Not even a frozen transfusion? I'd get to watch a frozen transfusion. Let me circle back to that, dude. Oak Hill, we're on number 12. This kid looks at us that's a member there and goes, "You guys want drinks?" We're like, "Yeah, dude, we love some drinks." He goes, "All right, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it." And I'm just thinking like, okay, like he's going to get the bill. Like, that's nice.
Random
of him.
Dude.
No. He was in our foursome. He was the guy who got us on the course.
Okay.
His name was Steve. So he got us on the course. He's like, "You guys want drinks?" And I'm thinking like he's going to ask me like, "Yes, I'd love a gin and tonic. Thank you very much." But
he doesn't drink gin and tonics?
It's my favorite drink.
Gin.
Bro, I've never even had gin.
Yeah, because you're young, like bro. Dad. You're just a little man. One day you'll get old and you'll grow hair on your chest and you'll drink gin and tonic like a man.
First of all, I sip straight Jack. I ain't no fucking Ginny
childish.
Like what the?
It's childish. It's okay.
Childish.
I'm just fucking with you. But gin and tonic is my go-to drink, 100%. It's either that or it's a bourbon old fashioned. But dude, this guy goes, "Do you guys want drinks?" And I said, "Yeah, dude." Thinking he's gonna take a drink order. He says, "Word, I got it covered." So I was like, "Okay." Maybe he knows. He already knew what I was drinking from the first round. Like he's just gonna get it. Like good dude. He comes back with coffee cups, and I'm like, dude, why did this guy just get coffees? It's like 90 degrees out. Frozen transfusions, bro. And let me tell you, when I put a sip of that in my mouth, it was the most delicious thing I'd ever tasted. And on top of that, it was in the middle of the 12th hole. I already hit my tee shot. I'm sitting there. I get the frozen transfusion. I get back to my ball in the fairway. I put the best shot I had of the day. Dart onto the green. Had my only real birdie putt of the day. Missed it, sadly. Made the par. It's okay. But the transfusion is magical. But back to the Charlie and Tiger. Sorry for that anecdote there. Yeah, bro. Like my dad is my favorite person to play golf with. That might be corny and sentimental, but I play all the rounds with a lot of the rounds with my dad. And if I could get Charlie and Tiger out there, like Charlie's going to go on to win like 20 Masters, and Tiger's already won like 20 Masters. So let me just be in the presence of greatness, a little father-son duo. That's how I'd get down there.
Another person I was sad to like leave off my list was Charles Barkley. I was gonna put Charles in there. I was flip-flopping.
He's hilarious.
I know. I'd love to fucking play 18 with him. Yeah. So he was like the other person that he was my first out, unfortunately.
Yo, who's the person that you would never want to play golf with? Can you guys think of one on the spot?
Yeah, Joe Biden.
One person, like you could not pay me what'd you say?
Joe Biden.
He'd fall out of the golf
easily.
Facts, bro. He would play so slow. Oh my, he's probably terrible. If Trump and Biden played each other in golf, Trump would be minus like 15,000.
Trump could play.
Yeah, he can play. I was going to include him too, but I didn't know how far we wanted to go with it, so I don't want to cause any problems.
There's someone I would refuse to play with. There's definitely a ton of people. I'm trying to think, like, who do I just fucking hate?
Patrick Reed.
I wouldn't play a round of golf. That's a lie. I was going to say Brooks Koepka, but I would. He's now my least favorite golfer in the world, Brooks Koepka. For the record, stating that publicly on the podcast, this guy's the biggest crumb in the world. He's a liar. He cares about nothing but himself. I hate Brooks Koepka, so I wouldn't play golf with him. Even though that's a lie.
That's your answer. Out of everyone in the world.
Brooks Koepka.
No, there's a better answer. Someone else answer, and let me think for a second.
Nancy Pelosi. All right, let me stop.
Guys going for
who's the worst? Like, who would I absolutely not want to play golf with? Who do I fucking despise?
That's what I'm saying.
Any announcer that mushes my putts.
Chris Sims. Chris Sims. I'm not playing golf with Chris Sims, dude. That guy could fucking kick rocks. I'm not playing golf with Skip Bayless. He could kick rocks.
I probably wouldn't want to go play with Draymond Green. I probably wouldn't go play with Draymond Green.
No.
I probably have no interest in that.
Who do I really hate?
It's tough when you get put on the spot because there's so many times where you're like, fuck this guy. I fucking hate his guts. But when you get put on the spot, it's like, shit, man, who do I hate?
I don't really hate him that much.
I don't know. I really don't know. All right, well, we'll transition.
Let's do that next episode. Your worst foursome you could think of.
All right, that'd be fucking hilarious.
What's gonna have to come
who let me save it for next episode.
Yeah,
I would do like fucking who killed Lincoln?
I know the answer. John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
I would have him, Lee Harvey Oswald. All right, let's save it for next week. All right. What is your guys' biggest pet peeves on the golf course? I'll go first. If you have iron covers on your clubs, just check into a retirement home. What are you doing? There's absolutely no reason to have covers on each and every single one of your irons. You look like an absolute tortoise. Please take your iron covers off. It's an embarrassment to the game. Coming in at number 2, my biggest pet peeve is score cheaters. I hate score cheaters. Like, no, dude, you didn't make par, you didn't make bogey, you didn't hit double, you fucking shanked one off the tee, you're out of the street, you're hitting 3, you duff one into the bush, no, that's not your ball, you found one plugged in the sand underneath, you hit yours, you think you're hitting 2, but you're really hitting fucking 5. I saw you blade the 60 and drop one out of your pocket, then you fucking hit one. Like, you're not fucking fooling me. And then you missed your fucking triple bogey putt, and your fucking quad putt. And no, dude, you're not walking off with a bogey and thinking it's straight. Absolutely pisses me off. Like if you're at a snowman, by the time you get on a green, just own it and try to hit a good golf shot. Don't come off the green and be like, oh, I made a 6. Like, why are you lying? Like, I know you're fucking lying. I watched what you did,
That's
bro.
a good one.
Stop it.
It's a gentleman's sport, man. It's a gentleman's sport. You got to be honest. Keep your scores. Got to be real. There's nothing worse, Smoke. That's a good one. And I don't even have that on my list. Like the guys in our group chat sending in 93s, 96. Like, bro, I'll put my entire life savings on it. If we went with them, they're not even fucking smelling 90. I'll put $1,000 cash on it. Mulligans,
and if they are, they're playing from like the fucking one back of the ladies' tees. Like that is the only way. They've been golfing for 3 months. Like. You are not consistently shooting 95, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're not fooling me. Then lastly, I hate the gimme putters. Like, bro, you are a 20 handicap. A 5-foot putt is not a gimme for you. Knock it down. I bet you go 3 for 10. I bet you $1 million you go 3 for 10. If you're going to keep track of your score, those 5-footers are not gimmies. If you are a 15 to 20 handicap, myself included, you don't just get to, oh, that's good from 5 feet because you're not buttered from 5 feet. You're not like that, bro. I saw Scotty Scheffler miss a 5-foot fucking birdie putt. You're putting this ball. If you are not within 2 big hairs of the cup, you are not picking that ball up.
How many has Will Zalatoris missed from 5 feet? It's just like, yeah, you can't be taking those, bro. Who do you think?
Which is the craziest thing if you think about it. Like he's like more solid from like 12 feet than he is from like 4. Or at least like visually it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Smoke, I got a couple that bother me.
Yeah.
I got one. This is probably my biggest is like when you're trying to go get like a solo round and you book the tee time solo by yourself and then you show up and the course thinks it's straight that they just throw you in with like other people.
Yep. Had that on my list.
And playing with other people is cool. I don't hate playing with random people, but if I'm trying to get a solo round in or it's me and my boy and we're trying to go have a good time and they stick us with like
the worst.
Gay and his wife, I'm like, that's not cool. You know, I'm not cool with that. So there's that one. And then I guess the other one would be getting stuck behind slow people. And then just really like a packed course, like where you're just kind of stuck. Like you drive the ball, then you go to the fairway, you're waiting for them to clear the green. They clear the green.
Hate it.
You fucking hit a shitty shot. And then you got people waiting behind you. So you're just stuck in this whole like uncomfortable position all day. And it's just not very, I don't like that. Those are my two like biggest pet peeves.
For me, I mean, the number one pet peeve, and I'm not even going to have this on my list because everyone feels the same. Slow play is not tolerable on golf courses. It's not fun. It's not fair for anybody. Partially, some of the time, that's on the people's fault who run the golf course for not spacing out the tee time. Oh,
hey.
We got Della go.
Yes, sir.
Della.
What we got this week, boys? I need the outright winners. I'm going to Mexico. I won't be watching, but I need them so I can pay my bookie on Monday.
We won't be watching either.
Out. Huh?
We won't be watching either.
Della, if you need winners, I'll give you winners.
Denny McCarthy's 25.
Hey, wait, hey, Bobby. Biggest pet peeve is when people drive the golf cart on the green looking for their cell phone.
Yeah. When people do that, bro, it's just like I can't even play with them.
Me,
I heard that.
Fucking Della.
That is
fucking
my phone
Della.
costs more than the green, so.
Bobby, what were the other pet peeves you had? First one was slow play is not acceptable.
Unacceptable. Playing with more than a foursome. You're not allowed to play with more than a foursome, bro. I don't care who you think you are. No 5-somes, no 6-somes. Get the fuck out of here. Take it elsewhere. Split your group up into more people. I'm not waiting for 5 people to play golf.
I played a 5-some last week. Let me tell you about that. If there's a fucking time where there's 5 of us, I'm not going to be playing by myself in front of behind my boys. I don't give a rat's ass. Let me tell you something. If you don't want to wait behind me, then move a fucking ahead of me, and that's that.
Della, what'd you shoot yesterday, Della?
A 127.
Any green beans?
Not one.
But
as long as you keep it moving.
Yes, sir. I'm smoking one for Della one time.
Yes, sir. Twist them up, light them up. Light it, don't fight it, my boy. Let's get right. All right, but back to you, Tony. About this McCarthy 25-1 bullshit. Fucking smoke that thing. That nigga's not winning shit.
It's a John Deere Classic, my man. Anybody can win this tournament. Literally any person in the field is capable of winning this tournament. which is unfortunate.
Della, you couldn't name a golfer playing in the tournament this week. I'll give you $100 if you could name one golfer playing this week.
Name anyone that's not McCarthy.
Luke List.
Not playing.
Oh, that was good. That was a good.
That was a really good guess, though, Della. I was sweating for a minute. That's
the only one I got.
One more guess. One more guess for 25.
Straka.
Ooh.
It's another good guess.
Is Seb playing? Let me see if Seb's playing.
Nah, he's not. He's over in. He's already over in Scotland. I bet he's not on the odds.
Oh, sorry, Della. You tried.
Hey, I showed up.
You know it's a problem when Webb Simpson's your favorite to win. Like that's an utter embarrassment.
Ew.
Sahith Theegala plus 2,200.
Plus 20.
Run it back, Turbo.
That worked well with Scotty last week.
Smoke. How are you feeling about that guy right now?
You already missed it. I don't want to talk about him.
I'm sorry, brother. I just wanted to come in.
I don't really rock with him like that. Yeah. No, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. You ever seen that guy from the Jets? He's talking about Kyler Murray. You know, Kyler Murray, I don't really think he all that. Nah, I'm good. You gotta see that, bro. I'll send it to you. Did you have any other pet peeves, Bobby?
Dude, I mean, I wrote down 14 of them.
Real quick, Bobby, how many mulligans allowed on? How many mulligans you playing?
All right, Della. So this is how I think of golf, bro. There's two ways you play golf. Number one, if you want to go out there and shoot a score and be respectable, you take no mulligans. You play every ball as it lies. You putt no gimmies unless it's like a couple inches and you post a score, which I think is fine for people who are playing golf for a while and want to go be competitive and see what they shoot. Now, for people who don't shoot the best scores, bro, and just are new to golf, are learning, want to have fun, take your fucking mulligans, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you're playing a match with some buddies and you guys agree 2 mulligans aside, whatever it may be, go ahead and do that and have the best possible time you could do, bro. I'll never hold no one back from trying to play golf and have fun playing golf. This shit is hard as fuck. So if you're going out with your boys, with Mush Top, and you're trying to play a match, give each other some mulligans, bro.
Della, real quick.
I like that.
Right hand of God, do you honestly believe that Ryan Field and the boys in our group chats are shooting the scores that they send?
Ryan Field is.
Then he's primed to be the next Tiger Woods. unless you guys are playing like one back from the women's tees.
We play at the white tees. I don't know what you grade that. Just the white tees.
So what's that? One back from the women's tees?
White is respectable. You guys should be playing the white tees.
I think it's one in front of the blues.
I think one in front of the blues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's the one in front of the blues, behind the red and the beige. Sometimes there's a beige one there.
So yeah, Smoke, to confirm your point as well, one behind the women's tees, one in front of the blue tees. Both correct.
Right.
So right in the middle.
Okay.
Little beginner tee.
Which is fair. Like, that's where you should be. But now I know where their scores are coming from.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it makes a big difference.
I don't know how your drives go, but sometimes my drives look like beautiful, and then out of nowhere they just die and shank left like a fucking. I don't even know how that works in physics. They go like this, and die. Like, I don't know how physics and I don't know how that works.
Golf is so contagious. It's unbelievable.
It
really started as me and Bobby in there, and now the whole group chat fucking plays golf. It's actually remarkable. Even you play golf, and your back is more fucked up than someone with scoliosis.
And I still get in around a week. Yeah, I don't know how I do it.
Della, as a new golfer, what's your favorite part of golf? What do you like to do the most? Why do you like to play golf?
Thinking 30 footers. Oh my god, just drop my nuts on the course.
30 footers. That's the bread and butter.
Or obviously like a nice green bean from 180 out.
What is a green bean?
A green bean is when you're.
Smoke doesn't know about green beans, Della.
Put a beautiful iron from outside, maybe even a wedge, but you have to be shooting for at least birdie or par. Put it on the green, be shooting for birdie or par.
That's a green bean?
That's a fucking green bean.
You have to be a certain distance away. You got to be a certain distance away from the hole to be considered a green bean.
I mean,
or can you hit a green bean from like 30 feet?
I mean, on a par three, if you shank your iron, or you push it right, and then you chip
that's
it up.
That's a bad bean.
It's not a green bean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just up there. It's a nice chip shot. Nice punch play.
Ain't no green bean, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, is it a green bean if it doesn't have the right flight? Like, what if you hit like a worm bean and it just burns through the fucking grass and it gets like 5 feet to the pin?
Where does it land?
5 feet from the pin.
On the
green
bean.
Come on. Facts. That's a green
bean.
I
like it. That's my new term, green bean.
That's fire.
Green bean. Della, you're a rookie golfer. Any pet peeves that you have on the golf course?
Yeah. When I'm fucking playing behind some old guys and after like 6 shots, they don't pick it up and move. Like, come on, man. You don't got to sit
Facts, bro. I hate it.
Come on, man. Like, and I was playing a couple of days ago with Eb, and, I told the guy, yo, pick it up. And he's like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm on the time too, man. Like, I'm not playing a 4-hour round here, man. Like, we're not. Bobby plays quicker rounds walking the damn course than half these guys on fucking carts, bro. It's amazing.
Facts, Jack. I hear that. Oh, I think that's great. I mean, I don't even want to sit here and talk about John Deere. Yeah. Go ahead, Bobby. As long as we don't talk about the John Deere Classic, I don't care what we talk about.
I'm saying it don't matter who you are. No one likes slow play. Like, you can play bad golf slow. You could be new to golf and move along, bro. It's just slow. Those slow golfers that ruin it for everybody else. That's what I'm saying.
There's a time when it's justified to just pick that ball up and get it moving. After, so many shots, it's just let's get going.
My pet peeve, I got another one that just hit me, is like people that take it too serious. Like when you're out there playing with your boys. Like, I hate that. Like the one guy that doesn't want to drink, doesn't want to smoke, like doesn't want to enjoy himself. He's out there like hawking every single one of your shots, fucking like. It's just the worst, bro.
That's me on Saturday morning sometimes, bro. I'm not even going to cap.
Really?
If it's 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning and we get out there and start playing, like usually by the back 9, I'll start drinking or I'll smoke or something. But if on the front 9, I shoot like a 37, I don't even want no one talking to me. I don't want no one looking at me. I'm not making conversation with you. I'm going out there and I'm going to shoot like 75. No, I'm joking. I'm still a good time. I just don't drink. I won't smoke. I won't fuck around, but I'll like take it way seriouser if I'm actually dialed the fuck in. I'm the opposite of Whit.
I'll have these stretches of like where I'm absolutely fucking dialed for 5 to 6 holes, and then I'll like shank 3 in a row, and I'm like, all right, like give me my swing juice.
Exactly. Bro. As soon as the round goes to shit, get me a joint, because then I'll just be happy no matter what happens.
There you go.
Yeah, you see, I need a joint for 3 holes to relieve the back pain, and after the joint, that's when I just get in like nice rotation.
I feel so much clearer, like on the tee box after like a rip of the pen or spark a joint or something. Like your mind just feels like more clear on the tee box, like just piping a little bit more fairway.
You know what else is a pet peeve? Is like when your playing partner throws his club at the windshield of your golf cart during a bad round.
I don't know who he's talking about. Of all the times that you had bad rounds when we went out there, you always bring up the one time I used to get upset, or I got upset.
No, so like I had really bad golf rage.
Yeah, but because Smoke just expected so much of himself after just starting playing golf. He's like expecting to be, and he's like that now. But even back then, it was worse because he had literally just started playing. And like he's expecting to hit like every shot like on the money or like feel like a good shot, and it's not like that. And so he was having a hard time adjusting to it. Yeah.
But the only person that had worse anger than me was fucking Tony. Like
it was a rough day.
Actually, like you can't change his vibe.
I can't even see Tony like that.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You have no idea what Tony's like when he's mad. It's like a whole nother person.
Bro, I'm the most negative. I can become the most negative person of all time. It's bad.
Oh my, yeah, like it's crazy.
It gets nasty.
Yeah, it's Tony's really got a different side to him I never seen before.
Man, out of all the sports I have played, I have to say though, golf is the most frustrating, like to yourself when you're playing bad.
Oh, it's just because it's you. It's your. If anything goes wrong, it's your fault.
Basketball, you miss 4 shots in a row. You said, "Fuck, I'm done shooting. I'm just gonna start passing the ball." Like in golf, you have no other option. You have to come up and take that next shot. And if that goes, I feel like just one bad shot to me just leads to another, to another, to another. Trying to do too much to get out of it, to recover, and then I'm doubling the hole. Next thing you know.
That's good to get like a new golfer perspective on here.
I like that. I think we'll just end with that. What'd you say, Jella? You can't pass it or give the rock to someone else. You just got to face the next shot. Something like that, right? Like you almost said something really legendary.
We need to put that on a T-shirt, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
For the company, I'll be back next week or any week you guys have me. It was a pleasure joining you for the time I had. Anytime you guys want to have me back, it'll be an honor.
Thank you, Della. We really appreciate your time, and we appreciate all of you guys tuning in. I'm your host, Nicky Smokes, with Bobby, Tony, and Della Goat. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. Real quick, Theegala, plus 2,200. I'm not betting it. Fucking dweeb.
CT Pan.